I haven't made any videos in a while. Um, I guess I'll give you a little update in my life. My brother, who lured me here under the pretense he was my long lost brother, who has since somehow finagled houses, cars, and things under my social security number, called me a few days ago and tried to act stupid and tried to act like he was concerned about me, which I know is not true, and that bothers me. Um, is a term for the way I feel. Somebody said it the other day, and it describes it perfectly. Ennui, which is basically just not, I guess, hopeless. Not really hopeless. I have hope, but good Lord, man, I'm looking at the world around me. I was watching some trending things on YouTube just to see where it stands and what people are looking at, and this world is screwed. Um, most of the population still believes that NASA is telling the truth about going to space when they are constantly lying. Everything you watch on TV has Masonic symbolism in it. Everywhere you go, people are just asleep and unaware of what's going on. And it took me almost dying for God to wake me up and, to show me that he actually gave a shit about me and about my life, because he saw how I felt once I'd stopped heroin, and I, got a few years of, not being on heroin under my belt and being off of methadone. But, there's not a God-shaped hole in my heart anymore, which is the way I felt for a long time. I felt empty. But now I look around and, he has blessed me so much, man. He's blessed me over and over and over again. Like I said, I don't walk with a cane. I'm breathing. Uh, I'm alive. I look in the mirror and my eyes don't have a weird yellowish, grayish sheen to them like I noticed in some older pictures of myself, which is, definitely a sign of being infested with spirits, man. And I didn't know this. People don't know this when this is a part of their life. And, wow. I mean, just the reality of what we live in, it is so satanic. The Bible is absolutely coming true. Revelation, Satan is in the church. I tried to go to a church to get some help because I knew Jesus was the way. Somehow he told me, I was alive. I was a miracle. I am a miracle. Over and over, I'm a miracle. But um, when I got to the church and I told the church, man, the witches are after me. You're not a witch, are you? And he said, well, I act like one sometimes. And I knew right then, and then looking at, the symbolism on the church is a sunrise, you know, and people go there to get help. People go to the church to get help, and Satan is at. This is Wasabi. This is the best cat in the world. This is like my best friend. Um, man, you can't get help there. He has infiltrated every church. I'm so glad that God showed me the symbolisms, the signs, the colors. Just, I mean, and then when you look around and you're surrounded, but the only thing that's keeping you alive and not dead is God, is Jesus Christ, and Satan tries to confuse you as to who he is and what he is, but God knows your heart. He knows that I was searching for him, and when I got into reading some magic books and things like that, I was finding the word Yahweh and the Tetragrammaton in there, and it threw me off, and then the Baphomet showed up in the book, and then the little voice in my head was telling me that he was God, and later I find out that once you in your heart flip that belief, like absolutely flip it, where you really truly believe that Lucifer or the Baphomet or Satan or whatever you want to call him, man of many names, is God, and you say that the creations come from him, then that's blaspheming the Holy Spirit. And God vetted me before I came to this earth, and my spirit knew that wasn't true, and I wouldn't go that route. And I'm so glad He pulled me away from that, but let me go just enough into it so that I could see what it was, so that I could be able to identify it around me. And I'm grateful for that. I'm having one of these days where, I try to go out and make a little bit of money, like honest money, do some work, and there's just that separation that you feel when you walk into a place and they look at you like, you're just trying to wash my windows. I don't want to hire you to wash my windows. You're not good enough. It's like, okay, you actually sell clothing, but I'm gifted with a lot of skills that people don't have, that just absolutely come naturally to me. So with or without money in this world, I absolutely will get by. That is not a worry in my life, but it's still kind of there, that emptiness, that sorrow that you feel that people don't see this around them. It really hurts your heart. It really hurts your heart. And then you have these people that are linked in with whatever it is that gang stalking is, and then you see the chemtrails, and you find out they're opening, the CERN is opening more particles, and like, I mean, it blows your mind to know the depth of depravity that this world is going to, and there's no other way out but destruction. And I'm not the kind of person where I want things destroyed. I want to rebuild them, fix them. That's just how I am. But you know, um, this world has got to go. It's sick. It's being destroyed. The planet is polluted. And we're like at a stage in life where nothing but destruction and rebuilding is really going to be the only thing that's going to help. Um, and that just sounds terrible. It sounds so horrible saying that, but when everyone around you is not, they could care less about God. Their God is themselves. Their God is their money. Their God is their dick. Their God is their vagina. Their God is their stomach. And yeah. And to know that, like, people that hate my guts want to watch these videos or watch me through my camera, and I'm not being paranoid, man, but this guy who claims he loves me and he's my brother, he cares about me, works for the government and works for a pretty high end part of the government, and but he's just a nobody there, I'm sure, but still, you can't get there unless you're with Satan. And oh, I just came across this thought the other day. I was being led by the Lord, and basically he'll take me to places, and he'll give me signs and show me how the manifestations work, spiritual operation in people's bodies work, and things like this. And I came across this guy, and he kept flipping his hat around in a strange way and showing me the star on there and saying, I'm a 5-star general. And we were talking about the Bible the whole time, and he had the Bible down, dude. This guy knew the Bible. And he kept saying, I'm a 5-star general. I'm a 5-star general. I looked up a 5-star general, and I just happened to look it up in Satan's army because I don't know all the rankings and all this stuff, man. But that was Satan, the chief commander. And, I guess I had a beer with the devil. I'm sure that's not the first time, man, but I just pray for, better eyes to see the spirit. I actually saw my own aura the other day, and, luckily it looked good, you know. I guess that's why when I walk around, I'm like a magnet for these people and these things, whatever they are. But the Mandela effect, CERN, I mean, it's ridiculous. This world is crazy. If anybody out there knows and feels what I'm talking about, man, I just pray for you. I pray for all you out there. This is a real tough time that we're living in, but God showed me before I even knew any of this stuff, man. Showed me do not have any fear. Do not have any fear. And any of y'all who watch this and know this is what you were told by him too, and I'm sure you're told as well that the war is already won. I've had this confirmed, so I mean, just hold your ground. Um, do what it is he wants you to do. He wants me making music, obviously, and I'm doing that. But it's tough because they